everyone, my name is Jennifer Stay. This is Coloring Bliss, and today we're going to do an art haul, and I have a secret for you. One of these things that I purchased for myself, I bought 2 of them so that I can give one away to you. This big giveaway is going to be starting next Wednesday, so in the comments below I want you to guess which one of these objects I'm going to show you is going to be in the giveaway starting next week.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah. I hope you know you paid for it with me. So we're going to get started, but before I do, I want to show you a few pieces of art that we have available for you to come and download to color to celebrate spring. This first coloring page is a piece of art ready for all of you to come and enjoy as a free limited time download. I hope you enjoy this. Just follow the link in the video description, come on over to our website and download this and a whole bunch of other beautiful art. Now I'm also going to show you 2 new pieces of art that we have for you. This is part of our premium coloring library, and to get access to that, all you need to do is become a paid member over at Coloring Bliss. Remember that supporting us on our website makes videos like this possible. So thank you so much for all your support, and I hope you enjoy this beautiful new art. Let's get into this art haul. I just want to say real quick how grateful I am that this is my job. I get to purchase really cool art supplies, work with them, teach you how to use them, and advise you where to spend your money and where maybe it's a waste of money to spend your time and efforts there. So just thank you everyone for all your support here at the channel, and let's see what I have purchased. Now the cool thing about some of the stuff I'm going to show you, it's going to give you a little hint about upcoming content and things that I have planned for you. This is a pretty humble place to begin, but it is, it's called Holbein Professional Soft Tape. So with my art, I usually just use blue painter's tape, and I've been watching a lot of other professional artists, and this is a product that they recommend for holding down your artwork so that it will stay where it's supposed to, but it also isn't supposed to damage paper, which I have a minor problem with that depending on the kind of paper I'm using. So I'm pretty excited to try this Holbein Professional Soft Tape. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, that's interesting.
I think it's archival too, so that
it's kind of like an artist's version of the blue painter's tape.
Yeah, and I don't think blue painter's tape, the glue on it is archival, so technically it would ruin any archivalness that you're trying to achieve. Anyway, long story short, I'll try this out, let you know if it's worth your time and money. The next thing I wanted to show you that I have purchased is this very interesting color wheel. It's actually a color globe, and I'm tempted to assemble it for you right now. But the idea of this is that it helps you understand where all the colors come from and how they relate to each other in a 3D aspect. Rather than just a flat normal color wheel, you get to see it in 3 dimensions. So I'm really excited about it, and maybe I'll hold off and we'll assemble it in a future video and talk more about the color theory that it teaches us about. The next thing that I have is actually something Steve bought for me, and it is related to last week's video where we did the battle of the metallic color pencils, and these little Derwents were some of the higher ranking ones, and they were just so much fun to use, and Steve's like, you need the full set. Yeah. So I've decided Steve suffers from full set syndrome a little worse than me. Is what I've decided.
I think that's probably true.
I've already colored a little bit with these, so I'll just let you peek inside. Look how pretty. So this is all 20 colors that they released for the anniversary set that Derwent did for these metallic pencils. Gorgeous box. It's really nice, well made, and I feel very spoiled every time I have colored with these, and can't wait to do more coloring. I haven't even sharpened them yet. I gotta use these a lot. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is sort of another project that I'm kind of nervous to start. I've never done embossing. Now, any of you that are doing cards and things like that are going to be like, what? She's never done embossing before? So yeah, I never have, and I want to see how I can use it in my art and on coloring pages. So I bought this relatively inexpensive set of embossing powders in a whole bunch of really pretty colors. And then this is the Ranger line of the embossing pad ink that you use, and then it also comes in a pen, so I was kind of imagining myself coloring in an area with the pen and then using the embossing powders and see what happens. So hopefully you'll be watching for a future video where I show you all the things I've learned about embossing powders and how we can use them in our coloring. So that's that treasure. Now I'll hand this to you, Steve. Thank you. Here is an item that is kind of strange. This is a utility knife that I purchased off of Amazon, and I'm going to show you what the intent is here. The reason I purchased this one is that it has a little compartment in the back. I think you have to lift here. Anyway, there's a compartment in the back that has the replacement blades, so I won't lose the blades, and it fits in my hand really well. And the biggest thing that I was excited about is this little thumb rest to help me hold it, and I'll show you what we're going to use these on right now. Look what I have here.
Well, well.
Full set syndrome satisfied, and this was really my full set syndrome here. So with the Bliss partners on our website, we teach different products and how to use them in your art, and right now we are doing I think it's a 4-part series all about exploring pastel pencils. Now, I'm not talking about pastel the color, I'm talking about pastel the art product. And with this series of videos, I've done a lot of research on different pastel pencils and which ones work best for my style of art and which ones are the most affordable because, oh boy, there's some really expensive pastel pencils out there. But these guys have won for me. They are so affordable and they lay down beautiful color and they are so much fun to work with. So I needed the full set. You just need them. So the way I started out with Stabilo Carbothello was with open stock, like I always recommend. I bought a few, tested and played with them, fell in love with them, and now I have the full set. So let me open this up. I'm excited about these. I've wanted these for years.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So here they, ooh, look at that nice packaging. And I really appreciate the packaging because this and the next thing I am going to show you was totally beat up and miscared for by FedEx. So I'm really glad that they packaged it well. Everything looks in place. We have 2 trays of colors. That one looks just a little shifted. I think they are all just shifted minutely. Have to see. Yeah, they're all just shifted to the right, and it comes with a kneaded rubber eraser, which these are so great to use with the Carbothellos. I didn't know it came with a kneaded eraser. I'm excited about that. We get a special pencil sharpener, which works decent for the Stabilos. What I've noticed though is it usually leaves a bit of a, what do you call it, a blunt tip, kind of rounded, which works fine for a lot of pastel art, but sometimes you want a really pointy tip, and so for that I'm going to try to learn how to sharpen pencils using a knife. That's why I bought this guy right here, and I'm going to practice with these and hopefully I'll get really good at it, and then I'll teach you guys how to sharpen pencils with a knife. So that's why we have this, and it also comes with a blending stump, so it's a really good set. I'm really excited to do some fun art with it. So let me clean this up and I'll show you the next 2 things that I have purchased. Now, you can't have new pencils without having paper to go with them, right, Steve?
That's right.
So this is a paper that I have been looking at from various different artists on YouTube, and they all like to use this with their Carbothello Stabilo pencils. So I thought I would give them a try. We got this smaller size. I think the bigger one was really expensive. These were pretty expensive as they are. And I got 2 pads, and they come in different colors. I got the number 1 pad, pad that has these colors. And the number 4 pad, I don't know how practical these colors are, but oh boy, they made me happy and made me want to do art. So I want to open this up because it says it's bound with a sheet of glassine as well, which is a protective, sort of like wax paper, only not. It's
more artist quality.
Yeah, artist
paper.
grade, archival, protects your art because, you know, pastels are very smudgy. So you need to really protect it. And I think this paper is like $1 a sheet or something like that. So I'm going to have to be brave and not be too careful with this paper. You know, you can be overly careful and then you never use your products. So, oh, here's the glassine sheet. That's cool.
Oh, wow. Yeah, it's bound right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted to feel it. Can I feel the paper?
Yeah, so, oh, yeah, that's different than my current paper. Maybe if we go to this view, I don't think you're going to be able to see. It's not like a sandpaper texture, but it definitely feels different than any of my other papers. I have other pastel paper, but I haven't been extremely happy with how it's been performing. So I'm really interested to see if getting on a different paper will make a difference. So this has 4 colors. This color and more of an off-white type color, and then 2 grays. So that will be really, this is a very practical set. I can do almost anything on these colors. But these were, I was like, oh, I could do flowers and a starry night. And I had all these ideas the minute I saw this color palette.
Yeah, that one's gorgeous.
Yeah. So let me open this up and let's see how pretty. Oh, see? Yeah. Oh, it's so different. I wish you guys were here to feel.
Yeah.
It's very different than my other paper.
Yeah, you can't. I don't even know what to compare it to.
It's sort of velvet-like, but not.
It's kind of like a velvet sandpaper.
Yeah, a cross between velvet and sandpaper. That's what we have here. So I'm really excited to see, and I'll let you know if it's like changes my whole world, or can you get away with cheaper paper? I'll let you know. Next up, I have this little pack, and it got beat up in the shipping too. It almost looks like water damage. I don't know. Shipping was a problem this time. So this is one of my favorite Caran d'Ache products. It's a blender pencil and a full blender stick, and these work so great. Next to the Prismacolor Premier Colorless Blender, this is my favorite way to blend out color pencils without solvents and all those types of things. So I wanted an extra set of this to have around. And the final thing that we get to look at together is this. This is the most epic part of my art haul, and I feel just so lucky to have this. This is the full set of Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils. And it's the 100 set. For a really long time they had, I think it was 72 pencils, and now they have 100. So I have all of them. That's like massive full set syndrome. So I've had in the past, I think it was a set of 18 pencils.
Yeah.
And
so.
it worked really great. I enjoyed them, but I've wanted more. They are quite a unique pencil. They feel different to all the other pencils. So if you're looking to try something different, I highly recommend trying these. They are very expensive, these Luminance, mainly because they're geared towards professional artists, so they've gone to a lot of work to get them all high light fastness. Derwent's light fast pencils were created, I believe, to compete with these right here. So if you want to try a very expensive, bougie, artist grade pencil, this would be a fun one to buy a few, open stock, give it a try, or a small set would be a good place to begin. So let's look at Luminance packaging real quick. It's a cardboard box, which is similar to what Prismacolor does. They do a cardboard box. Lots of information on the back. These are made in Switzerland. And We lift this off. This is about their light fast standards here. Oh, gotta smell. Oh, smells like wood, not like plastic, so that's good. We've got a little information here about the Luminance and then the pencils, and they are packaged so well. Again, I'm so grateful after how FedEx treated this box. But each little pencil has its own little, I always call them coffins, but it's such a terrible word to use. Their own little slot. And it's like a foam slot, so it really holds them well. So I think that's why they're still in one piece after being shipped.
I never noticed that they had white writing. That's like super easy to read.
Yeah. Really a pretty pencil. White writing with a color dip on the end. We've got color names and numbers way down here, and they did it this direction, which I think is really smart because if you're left or right-handed, you can read it this way, where sometimes, like if I'm right-handed and I hold it like this is lined up correctly for a right-handed, but if I'm left-handed and holding it, then it's upside down. So I think it's smart that they put the most important information, which is the color name and number, just this direction, perpendicular. Is that what it would be? Perpendicular to the normal direction, so that whether you're right or left-handed, you can see the name and number. I think it's really smart. Smart design. They also have their name, some other information for selling open stock down there. All of them are marked with light fast information. I think they're scored 1, 2, or 3. And then the trays. Look how fancy and nice this tray is. It's cardboard still, but it's not flimsy. Like I can hold this tray, move it around, and I don't feel like I'm going to tip and dump all my pencils. And it has a little loop here. Actually, it's not even a loop. It's a tab. And it's soft like velvet. It's a soft velvet tab. Wow. So that comes off. Let's look at the rest of the colors. So this one had whites, creams, yellows, oranges, red, violets, reds, blues, violets, more blues, blue greens. I think those are more violets and more greens. Look at all them. I'm not sure what the new colors are. I can't wait to try them all. Swatching is going to be so much fun. And here's the next tray. We've got more yellows, browns, dark browns, more purples. Woohoo! So many pretty colors. I don't quite understand the organization method here. It seems a little, I don't know, some of these seem more like tints and tones, so maybe they've done it that way, like these are the bright colors and these are the colors that are more of a tone of that color. Maybe that's what they did. And that's your last one. Oh, and look what they gave us. So I didn't need to purchase this. This is the blending stick, or the full blender here. And what's this one right here? Is this, oh, they're both in here. Sweet, I didn't realize that. That's awesome. So they give you a colorless blender and the full bright blending stick right there too. Wow, that's really nice. Look at the grays, you guys. I'm a sucker for grays. Wow. You know, Prismacolor to me has the best grays out of any set of pencil I've ever tried. It'll be interesting to swatch these and see if I feel like they are a competitor to that. And it looks like we've got 2 blacks. Did they give us 2 whites? That's a pink white. I think that would be way back in the beginning would be the whites. Look how easily they move in and out.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow, that's really nice.
Really nice. Let's see if we have 2 whites. Yeah. Wow, they really thought of everything. Yeah. So now my question is this 100, like the box says 100 Luminance, so is it really only 98 colors? Because we have 2 blacks and 2 whites.
Oh, maybe.
And right on the front, it said it came with a blender. I didn't even read that. I was so excited about this end of the description. I didn't even get over here. Wow. I cannot wait to swatch these and share what I think of all the colors. And oh, this is really special and fun. Well, that's the end of my art haul. Do you have a guess which one of those products I just showed you that we are going to be giving away next week? I bought one of those things that I just showed you. I bought 2 of them so that I can give. You think it's the tape?
Yep.
Okay, I'll give it away. It's not the tape. But which one of all the other things that I showed you do you think is going to be in the giveaway? Make sure you subscribe, you hit your notifications, the like button, all that stuff, so you don't miss the announcement of the next giveaway. We're very excited and so grateful to all of you, and we hope you have a wonderful, colorful, blissful day. Bye-bye, everyone.